Hey guys, Savan here from Bushdoof. Today we're going to be taking a look at our RGB colour chasing rock lights and how to install them. We'll run you through everything that's included in the box, starting with the actual rock lights themselves. Depending whether you get the chasing RGB rock lights, which we're filming in today's video, or our standard ones, you'll have the rock lights in the set of 4, 6 or 8 packs. You also have your rubber mounts. You should have a rubber mount for bars and also a flat mount, and then your extension cables as well as the controller itself. So with the chasing RGB controller, you have a left and a right. With our standard rock lights, you'll have as many rock lights as you have going out of the controller to each one. This rock light kit is slightly easier to install. It also has options for indicators and also your park slash brake lights, and you also get an included remote in the box. So with the RGB chasing rock lights, there's two different variants. You've got the single wire and the twin wire. You should have one single wire, and depending on how many rock lights in your kit, you'll have a few of the twin wires. This single wire is going to be the last one, so the furthest one away from your controller with every single kit. And your twin wire ones are going to be the ones connecting the daisy chain style installation between all the rock lights. So once you've laid these out, remember there is a direction for these, so just be sure to install them the correct direction. You can try this by connecting to the app once you've got power to them, and then just trialing a couple of modes and seeing that they all move in the same direction. Now that we've had a look and made sure everything's in our kit, we're going to go ahead and start figuring out where we're going to put the rock lights. We do have access to a hoist, so we'll be doing that. Otherwise, it is quite easy to access the wheel wells under here. You can even take your tyre off if need be.
So these are the rubber mounts you get with the rock lights. They've got a few options. You can either pass the cable through the middle there, or you can come out the side like that, which is what we've done here. We've done that just so that we're not drilling holes into the car, and it's actually tucked in there behind the flare.
For the middle light, we've utilised the Troopers door seals with rubber grommets at each end and then one in the middle that we can bring the cabling through nice and neat just by making a hole for the conduit and the cable to come out. Once you've run the wires on the vehicle and they're ready to be hooked up, you can then use the rubber mount for the rock light as a template to sort of mark and drill your holes. So we've just drilled our holes for our rock lights here in the middle. Give it a bit of a deburr with your bigger drill bit, and what we like to do is get a bit of paint on a cotton bud or something like that, and then you can dab it in your holes, and that way it'll stop any rust or corrosion. Comes with the nut and bolt in the kit, so you can either use these, and then if you can get to the back side, obviously in the car, use the nut. If not, you do have the option of using some self-tapping screws, whether that's drilling a little pilot hole and using a self-tapper just to fix the light in.
So we've just finished up installing all the rock lights. We double checked everything was the correct orientation. With the chasing rock lights, they have a directional LED, so you want to make sure that the rock lights are installed the correct way around. At the moment, we've just run the positive and negative via an inline fuse. You can run this through an accessory fuse box or an inline fuse. We recommend about a 5 to 7.5 amp fuse. These rock lights can draw about 4 amps on full beams. We have also installed this via a switch, which means the rock lights will be able to get turned on and off inside the cab, and they also remember the last mode that you had them on. So we'll finish installing these onto the battery and we'll show you how it all works. So we've just finished installing the rock lights. I'll turn them on and show you how they work. With the remote, it's super simple. We can just hit the on button and they turn on, and the off button and they're off. So we'll turn them back on and I'll show you how to use them on your phone. So now that we have power to the rock lights and they're on, we can connect them to the Bluetooth app. So all you have to do is hit the left button up here and select your controller by clicking the search icon. You can then edit and change the name of your controller. So for this case, we'll call it Rock Lights. Now that rock lights is there, if there's any other controllers that pop up, it's nice and easy to distinguish the pair. All you have to do is click on that, wait for it to connect, and it should say successful connection when connected. You can then turn them on and off via this top button, and then we can go ahead and select any color we want on this color wheel, or the static colors down below. You also have modes down the bottom here to adjust the brightness, so we can dim it and make it brighter, and you can also do this strobe button if you would like to strobe. Then we've got this mode icon here. So this is where we spend most of our time on this app. You can select from any of the pre-made modes. There's plenty here to select from, and you can also go ahead and edit your modes. So for instance, we'll click on this particular mode. If you hit the icon on the very right hand side, it will prompt you to this pick mode and pick color section. On here, we can select any of these directional LED modes. I have a bunch of different functions. You can also select which colors you would like on and off. And for each particular mode, you can also have directional LEDs and also color length. So we can adjust the color length and make it longer to suit the speed, and we can also change how many colors are in it.